Hello, hi, my name is Mzedaro Tondwa and I'm back again with another tutorial on system analysis and design. Sad, the one subject that makes people to be sad, whereas it's so simple it was supposed to make them smile. Now, this is level 4. Now, I'm gonna be going through the previous question papers and also the frequently asked questions on this subject, and then also bring the solution together with little bit of notes so that you can have a better understanding. Now, the question that normally it's being asked in system analysis and design, NQF 4, based on model 2. Question number 1, it says, what is the difference between the risk management and the risk assessment? There is a difference between risk management and risk assessment, and this question always comes back, and sometimes people fail to get the difference between risk management and risk assessment because they sound kind of like the same, but they ain't the same. They are not the same, they are different. Another question that comes, they will say, explain why is it important to manage the risk in IT development project. Why is it important? Why is it important? It's always important to manage the risk in IT project development. There is always important, so you have to explain why. Now, another question that always come, it will be list and briefly explain the reason for the failure of project. There are things that causes the failure of the project, and you list them and you also explain. Now, another question, describe the purpose of contingency planning. Yo, English. With said, we have got contingency so far, assessment so far, management so far, and there is another one that is coming. It's called mitigation. English of system analysis and design. Identify and discuss 4 approach to risk mitigation and describe when each should be used. These are the questions. Sorry, these are the questions that normally come on system analysis based on model 2. Now, one thing you need to know is that IT project risk, it's an event of failure that can impact the success of the project. And in each and every IT project, there is a potential of failure in it. Not saying all the IT project will fail, but in each and every IT project that we will begin, there is a potential of failure in it. So, when we speak about IT project risk, we are speaking about the potential of the failure that could take place. And what are those failure? Like things like delaying in the delivery. You see, we are working on designing a system maybe for a company, and then we have ordered maybe the computers, the cables, the switches, and all those things. We said we will do the system and finish maybe in 5 days, and then you find that the delivery of those equipment it's not coming. That will make the IT project to fail. Things like maybe we under um charged, and then we go below the budget, and we find that when we are working, the budget is no longer meeting. That could also make the IT project to fail. Things like when you have worked and you're almost done, and then you find that the customer is not happy with your service so far, that could make the project to fail. Now, risk assessment requires an analysis of the probability likelihood of a risk occurring and determining how severe the impact will be on a project. You see, every project, as said, has a potential to fail, right? And who determined that this project has got this much of a potential to fail? It's somebody that is called analyst. analysis. Okay, system analysis, just like this subject, system analysis and design. So there is a post, or there is a job of a person that has to be an analysis of every system. Okay, now risk management, they involve steps like planning, steps like identifying the potential risk, putting in place the contingency plan to deal with any risk that could occur, tracking and controlling the risk. Now, like I said, there's a difference between risk assessment and risk management. Okay? Risk management, we do it while we are working on with the plan, right? So that if this happen, this is what we're gonna do. If this take place, we have got this in place. If this happened, we will stop it by this one. And if we speak about risk management, we are speaking about um, always expecting anything to happen. We do not say we are positive, no. We expect any failure to happen, but with expecting the failure, we also have got something in place to say we are prepared that if this happened to make the project to fail, we have got this to stop it. We have got this to solve it. Okay. But now if we speak about risk assessment, now we have to assess how much is the damage, how much is the damage on the system, how do we then go around it, how then do we fix it, how then do we work it out. Okay, now have you ever heard about chaos? CHOAS. There is a chaos report that we do that is there to help us to identify the potential causes of the risk factors. Okay, so you should know that as well. Now, if ever the project goes under a failure, what then do we have in place? It's either we have got the backup plan, or the servers have backed up the information on a cloud or OneDrive or Google Drive. We have got the sprinkler. If ever there is a fire in the building, before the fire can burn down all the system, there has to be a sprinkler that will cool off the fire. Those are the um, backup solutions. Those are the things that we put in place to limit the danger that could occur during the IT project in development. Now, contingency planning involves the planning for the possible problems and mitigation in their impact. Very, very true. Now, when you speak about contingency, we are speaking about the planning of two things: the planning of the possible problem and also the mitigation towards the impact. Okay, so we agree that it has happened. How much is the impact now? That's where contingency kicks in. Now, there are four approaches of risk mitigation. Four approaches of risk mitigation. Now, we have got avoidance, we have got transfer, we have got acceptance, we have got limitations. Now, when we speak about mitigations, I said we have got four. Let's talk about the avoidance. Avoidance means by all means, let's avoid the failure of this project. By all means, we try to avoid it. Now, by transfer, we mean sharing the ideas with other stakeholders. How then did you plan yours when in case of this? How did you succeed the previous time you heard this? And let's talk about the acceptance. The acceptance is that we accept that this has happened. What's the way forward? We accept that this has taken place. What's the solution? And now the limitation, we limit the damage. It's happening. but we are limiting the damage, that the damage must not be too much on the system. Like I spoke about the sprinkler. Now we understand that there is a fire in the building or in the floor, but then to limit the damage that can be caused by that fire, there is a sprinkler that has to release the water to take off the fire. Simple as that. Simple as that. My name is Mzeda Rotondwa, your lecture, your online mentor. If you've got any question, if you've got any previous question paper and there is no memorandum, let me solve it for you. Thank you so much for getting back to my channel. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, make sure also you buy our sticker. It's just only 14 rand. With that sticker, if you buy it, you get all the access to my information and the assessment, when coming to assignments, when coming to projects, when coming to tasks, when coming to pets. Yes, with that 14 rand, I assist you with all those things. God bless you.